Tips on styling your hair and makeup for the holidays. Is 50 Shades of Grey turning marriage into 50 Shades of Black? Warm and stylish coats to wear this winter. Welcome to Life Love Shopping. I'm Andrea Jackson.
And I'm Michelle Yarn.
If you're still saying LOL, then you're not YOLOing. In 2012, the Oxford American Dictionary Word of the Year has been named.
Now, some of the top contenders include superstorm, YOLO, and nomophobia. Side note, that's a real word. Yes. It's the anxiety you get when you don't have your cell phone.
Which we've all suffered from, yes.
So, the word of the year is GIF. All right, you're about to take a look. Here's a GIF right now. It's an image format which just celebrated its 25th anniversary, and it's now entered a new vogue as a verb following its adoption by social networks. GIF stands for Graphics Interchange Format, and it's one of the oldest image types used online. It's also pronounced GIF, and the first image ever uploaded to the internet was a GIF. The reason they're still alive today is likely because they can be animated. Congrats, GIF, for being named Word of the Year.
JPEG, you might be next. You never know. You know how hard it is to keep yourself from yawning or laughing when you see someone else do it? Well, now scientists say there's another contagious behavior, itching. Don't believe it? Try watching this movie clip without scratching.
I have lice. You have lice? Oh my God. I couldn't get out of there fast enough. I just kept picturing little tiny bugs repelling off my hair into his inbox.
Oh my God. I'm going to vomit.
See?
True.
Now, in a recent study, subjects watched a video where someone was scratching an itch. 2/3 responded by scratching themselves. This discovery mirrors what experts already know about other socially contagious behaviors like yawning and laughing. Essentially, watching someone scratch makes the brain think it's experiencing an itch. Who knew?
Well, you've heard how the steamy novel 50 Shades of Grey has spiced up even the blandest of marriages. Well, now comes word across the pond that the S&M book is cause for divorce. Fretting over her husband's low libido, a banker's wife purchased 50 Shades of Grey and some new lingerie, but her husband was none too keen on the Red Room of Pain. Of the 5 different reasons British couples can cite when they're filing for divorce, she called this unreasonable behavior. Fortunately for her, the husband agreed, and their divorce should be final before 50 Shades hits the big screen.
Well, when it comes to shopping, retailers have their own secrets when it comes to getting you to spend more cash, like bigger shopping carts. Just as people tend to eat more when food is served on a larger plate, they're more likely to spend more while shopping with a bigger cart. Trying things out in the store is another trick of the retail trade. According to Women's Day, researchers say touching a product makes you more likely to buy it. It's why more grocery stores leave out free samples for you to try. And changing the floor plan can cause you to spend more. You might have your grocery shopping down to a science at your favorite local store, but retailers love to upgrade and rearrange things. As a result, you're thrown off your game and will spend more time navigating to your go-to products. And result, you'll end up noticing and ultimately buying products you've never seen before.
Okay, so you've got to bundle up in the cold weather this winter, but if you're gonna hide your girlish figure, then you can at least do it with a stylish coat. And our favorite wardrobe stylist, Melanie Pace, is going to show us how. Hey, Melanie.
Hi.
So let's start with fur. It can be a little overwhelming, but you can do that with trim instead of doing a whole coat, right?
Right, and that's what I love about this season, that is all about the trim.
Okay.
And so here we have a little jacket by Guess. It's from Macy's. And what I love about this is that the fur trim can actually come off. So,
really?
Right. So you can either add a little bit of fur or you can take it off. And it has a lot of little leather trim, which is just a little bit of detail to this really cute coat.
I like that too. Now, if you did want to do the all over fur, how do you recommend wearing that?
Well, you know, it's not going to be for everybody because
Right.
it does add a little bit of bulk, but it's definitely a fashion statement. So if you're one that likes to take risks, then doing the overall fur is going to be definitely for you.
Okay. Now we can have some fun with prints as well. What do you recommend for print?
Well, what I love about this jacket is that this one's by Tommy Hilfiger.
I love this.
It's so cute. It's all American. It's really easy. It's got a couple of different pops of color to it. And then what we did is we took one of the colors and we added a pair of really cute gloves.
Yeah, I noticed that. They stand out really well.
So play off, you know, dress simple, but then take one of the colors and maybe add a hat or, you know, some sort of accessory to make that color pop.
And I was going to ask you about doing a print. Do you have to be careful with what you're wearing underneath? Does it matter?
You know what? It doesn't really matter because
Okay.
I always say that your jacket, if it's buttoned all the way up, is going to be your statement piece. So you don't have to be matchy-matchy.
Perfect. All right, now capes. I've seen a lot of these. Natalie Portman wears capes a lot, but she's so tiny. So if we want to wear one, I'd be afraid it would just billow out and make you look huge.
Well, again, I love this cape because it has, it gives you a waistline. So,
with the
you know,
tie,
right.
yeah.
So you don't look like a big blob. This one's by Calvin Klein. It cinches right in at the waist. It's got a beautiful collar neckline. You could add a really beautiful scarf. We've just added a cute little hat, and it's easy. It's a great neutral color that will
Yes.
match with anything.
And I noticed she doesn't have a necklace or earrings on, and she's got leggings, so you have to keep everything else pretty clean if you're wearing a cape?
You don't have to, but we did here just to
Okay.
make it, kind of just simple, sophisticated, and girly.
So we've seen a lot of neutrals. What about bold color, Bordeaux? I keep hearing Bordeaux more and more now.
Well, what it is that if you love color, pick your favorite color and wear it, from top to bottom in a coat.
Okay.
This one's by Tahari, and what I love about this one, it's got such little feminine details to
beautiful.
it. It's easy. It's got one zipper. It's straight up and down, very feminine, and like you said, Bordeaux is so for the season, and
Yeah.
it matches with everything.
And this one's from Macy's as well.
this one's also from Macy's.
Great.
Yes.
Now, let's say you're going to get one coat. You want one investment piece that you're going to spend your money on. What do you recommend? What style, what color if you're only going for one?
Well, if you're definitely somebody that likes to show off your figure, make sure there's either a belt
Okay.
or a waistline that's either built in with some detail, whether it's leather or anything like that.
Okay.
And then what I love is the fringe detail, or the fur detail.
Okay.
So you can take it off for some nights, or you can add it, and it just gives that wow factor.
And then you get more wears out of one piece. then.
Exactly.
Melanie, thank you. We love all these
you.
looks. Again, you can find these at Macy's. And if you want a closer look at Melanie's picks and where to buy, just head to our website, lifeloveshopping.com.
Clogs and Crocs might score huge on comfort, but they hash mark when it comes to style points. Believe it or not, uglier shoes do exist. Here are the ugliest stilettos in history, compliments of some of your favorite designers. These Louis Vuitton Daisy half boots have a lot going on, with monogrammed denim, sheepskin, wood, metal, and leather materials combined with the hybrid kitten-heeled demi boot clog. You could say it's a bit over the top. Now, these Gianmarco Lorenzi boots were made this year, even though they maybe look like they're come from 1984. The patchwork denim and lace peep toe espadrille wedge boot will take you back in time for sure. Now, you can swim in your high heels too, thanks to Jean-Paul Gaultier's 30th anniversary. He created these high-heeled lace-up fins to match his
Wow.
vintage one-piece swimsuit. And these Prada leather tabby and platform overshoes will hit stores in 2013. Say konnichiwa to the future. These platform Prada leather tabby overshoes are worn with Japanese split toe socks. And we love slippers, but would you wear these Celine mink linked sandals? It's a mix of Birkenstock with the plush linings of dyed mink.
Whether by land or air, your smartphone can save you a splitting headache when you're traveling. So try some of these travel apps to help ease the unexpected turbulence. Kayak Pro, this does way more than help you flip through flight and hotel options. It collates all of your travel plans, it tracks your flight status, and it even has airline contact numbers and airport info. It's 99 cents for the ad-free version. The Pro edition also comes with 100 plus airport terminal maps.
Wow.
Also, Hotel Tonight. This is handy for finding a hotel at the very last minute, whether your flight was canceled or maybe you decided to take an impromptu night out. This is a great choice for you. It's not available in all cities, but the app is adding new destinations daily, including international options. And if Hotel Tonight's not yet available near you, you can try Hotels.com app. It's great for last minute booking too. And the Road Ninja. Ever been on a road trip and you're wondering how far ahead the next gas station, hotel, or coffee shop might be, or bathroom?
Yes.
Road Ninja knows. It presents the info in a more user-friendly way than a GPS does. Real-time gas price info and Foursquare tips are additional upsides, and this thing does almost everything.
I like it. You may notice a lot of women doing the driving this year. That's because there are more licensed female drivers than men. What does this mean? Well, it could have a major impact on car demand, energy consumption, and even road safety. Women are more likely to purchase smaller, safer, and more fuel-efficient cars, while guys tend to favor sports cars and SUVs. Women also drive less, and they also have a lower fatality rate than their male counterparts. The number of licensed teen and young adult drivers is declining, especially among men, and the internet might be to blame, believe it or not, as evidence suggests our online socializing is diminishing the need for personal contact. Do you do more of the driving than the men in your life, Michelle?
I drive less often because my husband is in sales, so he
Yeah.
drives a lot, and he is in a lot more accidents, and they're single vehicle all the time.
Meaning just him?
Somehow, yes, operator error, I don't know, all the time. So, I mean, I can see where this comes into play. And when I drive, I tend to have the baby with me, so I'm a lot more cautious.
Sure.
So I'm sure that comes into play
Okay.
somehow. Well, how would you feel about getting into a car where the seat feels just like human skin? Sounds creepy,
little
right?
bit, yeah.
But that's exactly what automakers are trying to accomplish with their latest interior designs. Brenda Parkin is Nissan's lead interior designer, and she told Vanity Fair that people tend to gravitate toward materials that mimic the sensation of touching human skin.
Really?
So, in order to best entice consumers, Parkin and her team will attempt to create materials with this feeling, like leather as soft as an infant's face. Interesting. Also, the most recent fad in upscale automotive interiors is piano black. It's a lacquer that looks like the finish on a grand piano. Car designers from Aston Martin to Kia are testing this out, and some other new and noteworthy car interior designs. Bentley, the luxury wheelhouse, continues to push the design edge with cool new extras, and these include gunmetal bronze for trim and hand-knotted silk for fancy floor mats.
Wow,
Yeah.
it's fancy schmancy. Not feeling great coming up. What sneaking a peek at your feet can tell you about your health.
Plus lots of turkey and die-hard shopping. A look at what's making headlines this week.
And can't get enough of the cupcake craze. We are sharing some of the best shops with you throughout the show, starting with Crave Bake Shop in Portland, Oregon.
Welcome back to Life Love Shopping. With the holiday season approaching, it's important to schedule your me time, especially if you are having house guests. So check out these simple stress relievers from Glamour. Listen to music. Keep on blasting that Lady Gaga, ladies, because studies show that listening to music you like can have a positive impact on your life and your overall happiness. Splurge on a day trip. Studies show spending money on a great life experience is more rewarding than buying another pair of shoes. So ditch them all and use your me time to take a day trip and try out some new things. And make an appointment with yourself. Whether you're at home reading a book or giving yourself a manicure, you must schedule that me time. Make it a commitment and stick to it just like any other appointment or meeting.
According to the American Cancer Society, approximately 226,000 Americans will be diagnosed with lung cancer this year. But despite perceptions, it is treatable. Shedding some light on the topic is Dr. Joan Schiller and lung cancer survivor Dawn Stranathan. Thank you for joining us, Dr. Joan. I'm going to start with you. What should you do if you or a loved one gets diagnosed with lung cancer? And is there a stigma associated with it?
What you should do is seek out a lung cancer expert in terms of your medical care. There's lots of new and good and better treatments out there. Yes, there is a stigma associated with it. 66% of people who did a survey that we put out there felt that lung cancer patients should feel shame. I would encourage your viewers and listeners to take the survey. It's a lot of fun. It's called the lungcancerproject.org, and it can sometimes reveal hidden and subconscious biases that we have toward lung cancer patients.
And Dawn, let me ask you, what was your reaction when you were diagnosed with lung cancer, and how did you get through it mentally and physically?
Well, shock would be the word that I would probably most describe it. And how I got through it was with a lot of friends and support. I immediately went online to a website, inspire.com, and connected with people all over the world with lung cancer. And then I sought out the best possible treatment. I was put on a mixture of Avastin, Taxol, and Carbo, and for the last 40 months I've been on an oral chemo, Tarceva. So I'm one of the lucky ones. I'm still stable. I have stage 4 lung cancer and still stable after 40-some months.
All right, Dawn, we wish you all the best in your recovery. Dr. Joan Schiller and lung cancer survivor Dawn Stranathan, thank you so much for joining us. For more information on all of this, all you need to do to find help, head to our website.
Well, you may not have the prettiest feet, but a 10-second check could be a lifesaver. Sneaking a peek at your Tootsies can reveal a lot about your health. Check this out. If you have hairless feet or toes, it could mean you have poor circulation. It's usually caused by vascular disease, which can cause hair loss from your feet. Are your toenails slightly sunken with spoon-shaped indentations? You could be anemic, meaning you're lacking in iron. If your toenail beds are concave or they have a spoon-like shape, you could be iron deficient. And if you suffer from frequent foot cramping, it could mean you're thirsty. The sudden pain of a foot cramp can be triggered by exercise or dehydration, but if it happens more often, your diet might be lacking in calcium, potassium, or magnesium. I used to get foot cramps all the time, especially when I was pregnant.
So
That's
do you
interesting.
think it might have been, yeah, and I know they say too, if you experience Charlie horses, usually means that you're low in potassium.
Yeah.
So that's why it's important to eat a banana or maybe spinach every day, and that will kind of help alleviate that Charlie horse cramp in the middle of the night.
And why is it always in the middle of the night, too? When you're sleeping, it's the worst.
You're probably because it sneaks up on you. Your legs are at rest, and then all of a sudden, get
course.
ya. Well, we know we all have a healthy serving of food coming this week since it is Thanksgiving. What else is topping headlines?
Lisa Spooner from our news partner, The Daily Buzz, is here with a look at your week ahead. Hey, Lisa.
Hey guys, well we kick off this week with International Men's Day today. Nearly 1/4 of America's children live in mother-only families, and that's why this year's theme is positive male role models. And just in time for Thanksgiving, some great flicks hitting the big screen. Let's start with Life of Pi, directed by Ang Lee, who did Brokeback Mountain and Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon. It's about a young man who survives a disaster at sea and is taken on a journey of adventure and discovery, but he forms an unexpected connection with another survivor, a fearsome 450-pound Bengal tiger. Now, another one for the kids. You've got an all-star cast, including Jude Law, Alec Baldwin, and Hugh Jackman, lending their voices to Rise of the Guardians. When the evil spirit Pitch launches an assault on Earth, the immortal Guardians team up to protect the innocence of children all around the world. And then a remake of the 80s classic Red Dawn also hits theaters Wednesday. This version stars hottie Chris Hemsworth leading a group of teens who are trying to save their town from an invasion of North Korean soldiers. Of course, Thursday is the day to count your blessings. It is Thanksgiving, and you know what that means? Black Friday is the day after, so you might want to start scouting out those deals now. And that's a look ahead. So from all of us at the Daily Buzz, hope you have a happy Thanksgiving.
Have you already started planning your black shopping, Lisa?
Yeah, it's called planning to avoid it.
Do it online.
The Black Friday shopping. All right.
I'll be doing it all online.
The Cyber
so.
Monday. Okay.
Absolutely. Between cooking and hosting, you can run out of time to primp yourself.
Quick fix tips from a celebrity makeup artist on how to glam up your hair and makeup for the holiday festivities.
Welcome back to Life Love Shopping. You know, a lot of holiday parties are right after work or they're last minute, and that leaves you precious little time to primp.
This is true. Here with tips to look good on the fly is our friend, celebrity makeup artist Michelle Phillips. Welcome back, Michelle.
Thank you.
So why does it seem like it's so stressful around the holidays when it comes to getting ready and prepping our hair and makeup?
It does, because a lot of times I think women feel like they've got to redo their hair and makeup when to go out for a party, but really what I tell my clients is to just enhance what you already have on. Wear your everyday makeup, that way you feel really comfortable and confident, and then bump it up with a few little products that you can have in your makeup arsenal.
All right, well, let's start with the eyes then. What do you suggest to go from day to party?
Right, so for eyes, every day, wear your neutral shades. These are the shadows that I use every day on all my clients. And then there's things called eye enhancers that you can have in your pocketbook, and you can just literally take a little bit of this shimmer shadow, place it right on the lid or your brow bone or both, and it just gives your eyes an instant pop for the party.
Okay, and I like what you said about use what you already have, because there is a confidence in using your everyday makeup
Absolutely.
too.
You're not too, out of the box.
Yeah, don't reinvent the wheel.
No, what happens when you get a last minute party invite but you can't get in to see the hairdresser?
Oh, great question. I know, because
really.
it's really, it's hard to get into the salon during the holidays.
Yes.
I found this Root touch-up kit. I love it. I used it on my mom last week. It takes 10 minutes. I love it. She was like, Michelle, I've got a party. Yeah, and it has the little combs, 10 minutes, and it's guaranteed to match any salon color. And there's a whole array of shades, and you can find this. It's by Clairol, nice and easy at the drugstore. And then, when we want to poof up our hair for our party,
I love me some poof.
a lot of us don't know how to get that backcombing Italian style. This is so much fun. It's called What a Tease. It's a tease in a bottle, backcombing in a bottle. So you just spray this right at the root, hold it up, and then just use this as like the roller to place your hair over, and it dries in place.
Like
and
the
you
barrel
brush
of a
it
brush
out.
or a curling iron.
Yes, and it literally gives you that oomph. They've got a whole array of products that are really fun to just give you that quick boost. And you know, speaking of boost, if you want to do a little shimmer on your nails, this is my favorite. These
I like sparkle too, don't feel bad.
It's like a kid in a candy
Yeah,
store.
I love it.
My teenagers turned me on to it. But you just add it to your nail polish that you already have on. Just, you know, add a shade. You can gold, you can do silver, all kinds of different
Match your
shimmer
outfit.
colors. It takes about 3 seconds to put on, and then you're ready for the party.
So you wait for your regular base nail polish to dry, and
Right.
then you put that on top, right?
Exactly. Like my nails are my regular red that I have at home, and then I just put this over it with a little red shimmer. It's
like a little ornament on your fingers.
Isn't that fun? And your toes too, if you're gonna have, you know, like little shoes on where your toes will be showing.
And I like what you mentioned with the hair too, because this way when you go to the hairdresser, you can kind of semi-confess that you've messed with your hair at home, right?
Exactly.
I didn't cheat on you per se with another stylist.
Well,
I just
that's
did it
the
myself.
thing. If you go to another stylist, you never know. And so this way you can just kind of touch up a little bit. It covers gray, and then you're out the door with a little bit more confidence.
Love it. A little emergency test-up kit. Got it. All right, Michelle,
Exactly.
some great tips as far as the holiday styling goes. For more great ways to look and feel your best, we're going to link you to Michelle's book, The Beauty Blueprint, on our website. Fantastic book. It's got a lot of great advice in there for looking great and feeling great too.
Thank you so
Michelle,
much.
thanks.
Well, coming up tomorrow on Life Love Shopping, having people over during the holidays, we have tips to prepare your kitchen ahead of time so you'll be the hostess with the most.
Oh, we got you covered here. And here at Life Love Shopping, we want to connect with you when we're not on TV. You can stay in touch by liking our Facebook page. You can also follow and tweet us on Twitter at Life Love Shop. That does it for Life Love Shopping. Thank you for joining us.
Bye-bye.